So hello everyone, welcome back to Melo Lavender. If you're new here, my name is Melanie. Thank you, my lovelies, for coming back, and thank you for anyone that just joined and wants to be part of the lovelies community. On this channel we talk about self-development, getting your life together, finances, home decor. Sometimes I do ASMRs when I'm feeling cutesy, and just overall to have a more fulfilling and free lifestyle, which I know everyone wants to have. And if that's you, please subscribe, like, comment, whatever you choose to do, and join the fam. Or if you just like seeing my beautiful face, then subscribe. And yeah, so long time coming. I know I have not posted about my finances, but I thought that it will be interesting to talk about because Melanie has done a lot of financial mistakes. Let's not call them mistakes, let's say hiccups. So let's first start off with July. So July was pretty straightforward. I had a couple of gifts that I had to give. I also did my hair, which I had to budget into my budget, and there was a lot of spending on that month too. You know, I was splurging. I was like, ooh, I'm getting bags, I'm getting paper, I'm just gonna make some money. I also got, I don't know if you can tell, but I also got a bed frame that was needed because my bed frame broke. And quite a lot of monies. Definitely, again, the biggest thing for me, I think, is food and transportation. Even when I spend a crap ton of money on like essentials, like I bought a bunch of work clothes because I don't have like summer work clothes. Even then, like my food and my transportation was like a chunk of my spending. July, I also went back into work, so that was very interesting, and I was quite anxious in the beginning. And definitely they are checking tickets now, so buy your tickets when you're going on the train. My transportation wise payments are basically the same because I have to take 2 trains and I have to swipe. So my expenses have changed slightly for August because I'm in the transition again of going to work like a normal human being. It's been interesting to see how different things are. A lot of people, if I'm being quite honest, in public transportation don't wear masks, are coughing anywhere, and are not being as sanitized as they could be. I try to distance myself as much as possible. Sometimes people also come to the trains packed. I do work in New York City, so it's kind of hard for the trains not to be packed, especially when people are transitioning back into work. But it is quite stressful sometimes because there's still the fear of, you know, getting sick. Yeah, that's kind of how my transportation COVID situation has been like. And food expenses is going to be a little bit higher for August as well, because usually by lunch I try to make lunch. I don't know, I'm trying to figure that out now because I want to have a healthier lifestyle. But so August, a lot of things coming up, and I'm trying to organize my life. This week in particular, I kind of was just like done with everything because so much is happening. I booked my appointment to get my permit, so I am going to budget for that. I also am getting a tattoo on my ankle, and I'm also paying for my friend's tattoo, so that is budgeted as well. There's a couple of things that I need to refill. My AirPod decided that it wanted to swim in whipped cream, so one of them is not working and I have to replace it. And those are just a couple of things that just have come up that I have to start saving up for. I also want a new mattress because I'm becoming the adult that really enjoys their sleep and wants to live life with comfort. So that'll be another expense that I'm looking at. And I also want to get a very good coat, and that's also in my budget as well. So definitely a lot of pieces to the puzzle. Thankfully, I don't have kids, so a lot of the stuff that I'm budgeting for is very personal. I do also budget for gifts, and I also do give back to charity, but other stuff that I'm paying for is personal stuff. Interesting enough, also in August there was a storm here, and like I had to go to my mom's house because the trains weren't working. It was a lot. But what was interesting about that was that when I got to my mom's house, some of my mail still goes over there. And I got a paper for Perkins Loan saying that I owed money. And I was like, wait, hold up, wait a minute. And I wasn't aware that the Perkins loans is not included in the CARES Act. So apparently, after calling them, because it's not included in the CARES Act, people are still obligated to pay for it. They do have payment plans for people that have lost their jobs and stuff, but I don't really qualify for that. And I also had the money for it, so I just took it out of my emergency fund and paid the money. It was $211. I was a smidge, just a little annoyed because my assumption was that they would have sent out an email or a phone call. And I also told the rep this, like, why didn't y'all send out an email call with a voicemail telling us like, hey, by the way, you still have to pay your loan monthly. It's not in the CARES Act. She had informed me that it was on the website and that we could have just looked at the website and would have said it. And I very sarcastically said, as if I go into the Perkins Loan website every day to look at God knows what, and furthermore to read. Of course, I'm not complaining too much because I know that this is my responsibility, but I just think some things are very like idiotic. Like an email could have been sent out. I check my emails frequently, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people, well, I know for sure people personally on the same boat that were unaware that we had to pay the Perkins loan. So for anyone that does have it, please be aware that you do have to pay your monthly payments. So with that being said, I also have to adjust my payments into my budget, because again, I don't want to pay any money in fees to the loans. I already pay enough. That was another expense that kind of came up, and I've been quite lucky. Before this, my expenses were pretty low. I am thankful that with my emergency fund, I was able to purchase not only my bed frame, but also being able to pay for my loan. I think that that's basically the whole point of an emergency fund, is that, you know, if there's an emergency, you're able to pay it and you don't feel this constraint of paying for stuff that you need last minute that just it appeared. I really highly recommend, even if it's $5, like put something aside. I promise you it adds up and you will not regret putting that money aside. I also did some investments as well. Let me just put that out there. Also for August, I am also transitioning into a new job soon, and also there is a big possibility that I will be moving. I don't know the month yet, and I want to keep it in wraps still until things are finalized, but it is to another country and I'm super excited. I've been wanting to travel here for a very long time. If anyone can guess where it is, I'll definitely heart it. But my boyfriend and I both are strongly encouraging ourselves to go. We both are trying to also prepare for that and plan for that as well. So that's another kind of aspect in my budget that I really have to plan for, not only for like Q3 but also Q4 in my budget. So probably until the end of December, kind of trying to figure out the whole moving process and the expenses that come along with that. I'm super grateful to even be able to do that, because ago I probably couldn't do it. So the fact that I could do it now and not feel that constraint of moving if I have to is great. And also I love to travel, so for salary purposes I'm grateful for the current job that I have, but I definitely want to move into a more lucrative, I wouldn't say company, but I work for a nonprofit right now. There's kind of like a kind of cap on how much you can make, whereas in corporate you can make more money. Of course, there's like pros and cons to everything, but that's kind of the gist of it. So I don't make like horrible money for being in nonprofit. I actually make pretty good money, but I mean, if you could make more, why wouldn't you? And you're able to travel as well. So yeah, I also, in terms of expenses, if a little, if a little cash just comes around, I really want inline skates. I've been eyeing these from impala, I don't know them. I've been really eyeing these for a while, and I really would love some inline skates. And I like these because they don't look like the ugly ones. I don't know why they don't make like cuter inline skates. Like the roller skates look so cute, and then the inline skates just look like inline skates. And I could be trendy and just get roller skates, but I don't want roller skates. I like inline skates. You feel me? Like but yeah, so I've been really wanting to get some inline skates. So if some money just floats around to me, I will definitely get some inline skates. I think that's about it. Definitely let me know what your budgets are looking like. If you've moved before, how has your budget changed, or how would you advise for my budget to shift? I definitely know that my spending has to decrease and I have to start saving way more, but like I'm trying to think of like all the aspects of moving and how that would work. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. I'm super duper grateful for all of you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Adios.